Hey guys, welcome back to your girls channel. I am Gigi, filling you in on the Potomac housewives. If you have tuned in to them, that means you realize a lot of shit is popping off and it's only going to get worse as the season goes on. But before we get into the review, if you are new to your girls channel, let me welcome you with a big what's up. I appreciate you for watching your girls channel. And if you hit that subscribe button, you can stay up to date on my little uploads that I be doing on the rest of the shows. So, Potomac Housewives opens up with Monique's little rainbow party. It was very beautiful, of course. What else would we expect from Monique? She does parties very well, very extravagant. Chris said it. He was like, this is all my wife's doing. He was surprised when the damn doves, was in the picture. He was like, hell, we could have been cheap and got pigeons. That is Chris for your ass. He is super funny. But everything was set up very nicely. Almost all the girls attended. Gizelle had her daughter play sick. Was she really sick enough for her not to attend the rainbow party? I doubt it. But Gizelle don't really fuck with Monique like that. She's gonna find any reason not to be around her or not to like her for that matter. She don't want to be around all that extravagance, around that big ass house and a husband and the whole iota that she don't have. Robin, she didn't attend because her boys had a football game. That's a little bit more of a realistic excuse. But Karen, Michael, Ashley, Ray, Candice with her late ass showed up with Chris. They were all in attendance and it was very nice. Candice and Ashley did the fake thing after they done got into it at New Orleans. Candice is like, I apologize to Ashley, but I still feel the way I feel. I'm gonna get into her ass a little bit later in the episode. Karen, she, kissed Ashley, saying her issue, like, me and Ashley had a very tumultuous past, but since we both have experienced loss, I think we're both, ready to move on. And this party's very, resemblance of that. Yeah, it is. Until shit pop off later on, as it usually does. But for now, they're playing nice. So, Monique does the speech at the party, talking about, what it represents, the rainbow baby. They released the doves. That was very beautiful. Then the next thing you know, stepmama is in the back, or mother-in-law is in the back, Charlene, Cheryl, whatever it is. She says, I would like to say something. And everybody's like, everybody holding their breath, including me, because it's like, oh shit, what does mama got to say? What is she getting ready to pop off and say? And to everybody's surprise, she decides she wants to apologize, and welcome Monique as the daughter-in-law and say, I would like to move on and all that goody good. Yeah, okay, that's you apologizing, but we all know how you really feel. I'm sorry. When parents have that feeling about somebody, especially a woman like her who claims she's from the church, drinking Jesus and all that type of stuff, when they say something, they really mean it, and having an apology ain't gonna change it. That's just what I think. Y'all can drop down in the comments and let me know y'all opinion on that. But overall, the party was super nice. This was an opportunity for Ashley and Monique to definitely get, good again, because they kind of mended fences. And so Monique actually did this moment, open mic where for other people to, talk about their loss. And Ashley decides to do so because literally right before that, Michael starts busting out crying. I don't know whether it was the 3 spritzers that he had, or if he was really just like grieving the loss of having a kid. And they had a little moment, so I think that carried on to Ashley doing the speech about having the miscarriage and how, this is very hopeful for her and Michael. And she just, is ready to just be a mom and all that type of stuff. Candice takes issue with it. Her confessional's like, yeah, I'm not buying it. Candice, I really want to rock with you, Candice. Like, I really do. But this little Bravo celebrity, I think, is starting to rub off on you. You done got your little first season in. For some reason, you feel like you need to be Captain Save-A-Ho for everybody and go after Ashley because she did everybody else a certain way. But they can handle their business in regards to Ashley. They've been doing it way long before you came on. So just chill, pump the brakes. But after that, after Ashley does this, little grievance speech, she decides to take Karen to the side and have a little air out session. And basically she was like, look, Karen, we both have experienced some things. Maybe we can mend fences. Let's go out and just do something. Now Karen's like, look, girl, I ain't gonna be fake. Like, we can try, but let's just start real small. Understandable, because granted, Ashley from this loss may have grown, but I think she's only had growth on the surface level. Deep down, she's still a messy bitch to me. I'm sorry, it's gonna come up one way or another. But she ain't gonna do it to me. She gonna do it to everybody else. I couldn't be around nobody like Ashley, who's okay because one thing affects them for the month that it happens, and then the bitch reveals itself later on. You just can't be around people like that. Woo. Okay. Something got stuck in my throat there. But yeah, so her and Karen have like a little smooth moment. Now let's jump to this conversation between Monique and Chris' mama, because for a quick second there, it was getting ready to go left. With Monique basically confronting the mama like, look, you can say stuff and hurt people's feelings and feel like, oh, I can say whatever. That's not right, because the damage is already done. And I absolutely agree with that. Just because you're my elder, that don't mean you get to disrespect me and be like, well, I can say whatever, just take it and that be it. And she kind of told Chris, like, I was expecting Chris to be like, you know, that's my mama, let her say whatever. And he put her in a place like, nah, mama, don't go like that. We get ready to mend this shit, nip it in the bud. And I want to move on because, you know, tomorrow ain't promised. Had Chris not been there, that apology that Miss Charlene gave might as well have been thrown right back out the window, because she was getting ready to give it to Monique again. And I'm glad Monique is not one of those daughter-in-laws that just kind of bows down because it's, you know, easy. She gonna let Charlene know, like, I'm with your son and we in a marriage. Granted, you call me a heifer. That's what a cow, somebody that belongs in the field eating grass. Like, we ain't gonna do that, Miss Cheryl, Miss Charlene, whatever your name is, you Bible thumper. You all up on your son's nuts. Like, he is married now. Let him go. You take issue in the past that Monique was not working, but if he's okay with it, then you be okay with it, okay? There's a little bit of jealousy there. Like, if you want to be this Bible lady, then you should know that once a homie get married, he's supposed to be all about his wife, not about the parents. But you don't want to say that. You want to preach every other gospel, but not that. Real convenient. So, Gizelle has her mother come over. She's visiting, real nice. Her and her mom literally resemble each other. And she's talking about how New Orleans was, seeing daddy, and literally mom was like, that's enough. And it was real that they were divorced after 30-something years, and it's very obvious that there's some issue in between there. And Gizelle kind of reveals her mom is very, like, emotionless. Like, it's like a build a bridge, get over it. And she's like, well, damn, I think I'm like that. Well, obviously this therapizing is working for Gizelle, because she just got something else. Ding, ding, ding. Another issue that Gizelle has, cutting people off and not realizing that she's fucking with people's emotions and not really, like, being empathetic to it. So glad you got that part figured out. But here she is talking about, you know, therapy has given me a lot of confidence. I think I want to purchase a home. Skirt. Okay, now she says just renovating, you know, everything was nice, but it was just the property, like, structure. Now she made it seem like it was like, oh, I'm gonna do this bathroom right here, then there's this office that I gotta redo the trim on. But then when they showed the picture of the house, the shit had a hole in the ceiling, the damn vines was growing up the side. Like, Gizelle, don't you do that to yourself. And then she got the nerve to be like, well, if Robin can do it, so can I. And her mom was like, girl, first of all, you ain't got the patience because you want shit right now. Like J.G. Wentworth, it's my money, I need it right now. I want my living room right now. It don't work that way in regards to renovation, because if there's anything I learned from watching my parents build a house, whatever they tell you, multiply it by 3 in that regards into how long it's going to take and how much money you putting in. And then we get over to Robin and this funky ass house that she's trying to renovate that she should have been done with already. She is pulling up toilets, bringing in everything. They're working on stuff. The realtor is showing her, you know, how everything is going. And here's another issue, the fucking cabinets. Robin, you did something wrong with the cabinets, so that's another minus sign that they had a little calculator at the bottom that had me hollering. Cause Robin's like, you know, I expected all this to be plus, plus, plus. But bitch, it was nothing but minus, minus, minus. Because this, what she said, taking 10 months when it was only supposed to be 4. and they well over the budget they expected. So profit is gonna be pretty low on this motherfucker if you ask me. Like basically a waste of time. And she is so dead set on just making money on this because she needs to prove to Juan, like, you know, like she's trying the whole thing that she, you know, basically messed over her family, fucked up the church's money, Juan's money, like because their friend took off with it. Like it's really affecting her, and she has to prove a point by making money on this house. So I think Juan can kind of like ease up on that. And in the confessional, she was like, you know, this will make our marriage better. And I kind of take issue with that because to me, it's like you making money shouldn't be what is making y'all's marriage better. Like if Juan love you, he gonna love you because you take care of his kids and you've been there basically through all his little side issues, going out with hookers out of the country and doing his little dirt and all that type of shit and fake playing husband with you. Like that's what he should love you for, not for the fact that you bringing in this money. Granted, that's good, but like that shouldn't be the sole thing. They get upstairs, try to install these fucking doorknobs, and they haven't got electricity. So then that's another minus on that little calculator. Like, Robin, you better pray. It's gonna take nothing but prayers and holy water to get that house to where you want it to be. So let's get to Candice at this point. Candice goes to Chris's restaurant where Gizelle is because she wants to fill her in on Monique's party. And this is kind of where I'm starting to see a different side of Candice that I'm not really liking. I'm not vibing with it. First of all, she shows up late, of course. Giselle's talking with Chris. They're having a little moment over these wings that he says is the best. He got the same issue as Ashley with that restaurant. It was looking hella empty. Maybe it was before hours of the restaurant. I'll give him that. I'll let y'all slide on that part. But anyways, Candice gets there. And it is like she starts going in on the party. It was so beautiful. Everything was nice. But then here comes Ashley. And it was just like, no tears. And I just lost this baby. And it's just like, girl, ease up already. Like, we get your point. You don't fuck with Ashley. You are hounding her about the drink issue already. But it's like you're beating a dead horse. We get it that you don't like Ashley. And you don't, like she said, I'm not purchasing the merchandise. Whatever. And I hate to agree with Gizelle on this point, but it's like between this whole baby thing, it's like between her and Ashley's penis. Michael's penis that goes on between them in regards to this baby issue. Yeah, Michael might want to suck Juan Dangalang on the side, but Ashley's still gonna get a baby out of that penis that Michael got, and then she can let him do whatever on the side once she gives birth to this human that she wants so goddamn bad. But it's not this is not your time to be going after Ashley like that. And you keep saying like, oh, I'm sympathetic to her, and losing the baby and stuff like that. But you're not really sympathetic or empathetic because, yeah, we might not all believe that Ashley changed after, losing this baby. But she might not change in the aspect of her friends and the personal relationship. In regards to just her and Michael, that might change both of them. Yeah, in regards to the friends, yeah, she's straight up bullshit. Like, I agree with you on that, Candice, but, like, it's time to ease up, kick rocks on that part. Like, enough is enough. Gizelle, she obviously was kind of thinking the same thing, but then Candice gets even more messy in regards to what Monique said about Katie. She was like, well, how did that Katie went from being all prim and proper? Obviously, in the, previous seasons that we saw Katie, she had on dresses all the time and looked real, like, bougie. But now she's like, I'm going to start free my people. And it was like the way, Candice, you portrayed that was completely opposite of what Monique was kind of saying. Like, Monique wasn't meaning it in a slave way. Like, and of course, Gizelle is going to take it and run because she doesn't fuck with Monique. So she's looking for any reason to get on this bitch. Like, she automatically was like, oh, because she had a head wrap on. We all wear head wraps. I had on a wig. Like, she was already getting the snowball rolling on expounding on making this thing a bigger issue than what it was. What Monique was basically talking about was bitch went from wearing a whole bunch of dresses looking real preppy to I want to sip ayahuasca tea and feel Mother Earth and see what she's thinking. And I want to do PCP and go out in the water and like do shit like that's what she was talking about, Candice. Like now and later on in the season, this is definitely gonna blow back up. Karma's gonna get your ass, Candice, for sure. And I'm waiting to see how it's gonna happen because to me, you have become the new Ashley. You don't let this little Bravo celebrity get to you a little bit. You done got your first season under your belt. You starting to get a little comfortable, and I think this might be the beginning of the end for you. In regards to some ladies, if you keep up with this little messy bit that you're doing, and especially running back to Gizelle, and as soon as Gizelle started talking, now you want to realize, well, damn, maybe I should have shut the fuck up. You think? Because you didn't already told Gizelle the first time, and then what did she do? She blew your shit out the water and told Ashley what you said. So what do you think she gonna do with this? Like, earth to Candice. So let's move on to Ashley. Speaking of, she's doing her little womb acupuncture. She wants to get this uterus ready, and in that session she revealed that she actually had another miscarriage when she was 19. Whole thing, basically her and Michael are gonna go through this again, and they just want to have a life. To me, Ashley wants this baby. For one, it's gonna be security, because when this marriage goes down in flames, Michael gonna have to pay up. It just is what it is. And Ashley already kind of showed her hands in the past, kind of with the whole prenup situation. Now the baby gonna be added to it once she give birth to that. But hopefully this acupuncture works. Something worked, because obviously in the future she got pregnant. She just don't know it yet. Michael's old ass, when the doctor asked, like, that age might have been an issue, and Ashley's like, well, we conceived after 2 months. His sperm is still 62 fucking years old. Maybe that's why this zygote ain't turning into an embryo, or whatever order it is. I ain't been in school for a minute. But you know what I mean? Like, motherfucker's old. But after this, she takes this opportunity to go visit Karen at the healing place. What kind of experience was that? Lady was hugging and breathing in, like, and Karen was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I agree with you, Karen. Like, don't be touching me like that and doing all of this voodoo shit. Like, I agree. I believe in like spiritual type stuff, but that was a lot. Then they get into the healing room, and now all of a sudden the lady's a psychic medium. She's like, by the way, I'm also a medium. To me, that kind of came off like, you can buy my book for $9.99 as soon as the session is done. And if you would like another reading session, it's $14.99. Like, had Ashley not said nothing about them losing people, I don't think homegirl would have been like, yo, daddy's here and he's saying, be strong, baby girl. That wouldn't have came up. Like, girl, please, miss me with that. Like, whether she real me, I don't think she know, like, Tyler, celebrity medium. Like, he for real, but I don't know about you, lady. I'm gonna have to watch you at the side of my eye. But after the whole experience, you know, Karen was crying, and her and Ashley end up bonding, and I guess trying to move on. Ashley kind of revealed that, you know, I'm worried because Michael is older, and I fear being alone. Sorry, y'all, somebody was pulling my driveway. So it's like, Ashley, he's, knocking on death's door. Grim Reaper coming for him any second now, so you should have thought about that when y'all first got married. Like, bitch, he old. Like, you should have been doing this already. And then Karen got the nerve to be like, well, we had Raven when Ray was 50. You know, don't worry about it. It's gonna make him younger. Bitch, no, that's gonna make him older. It's gonna realize how old he is when his son wanna go in the back and play wiffle ball, and he can't because his bones is old and brittle, and he gotta suck down milk because he's got whatever shit in his spine because his spine is shrinking. Like, so somebody pulling in my driveway that I do not know. But that was the end of the episode of Potomac Housewives. Tell me what you guys think in regards to Candice. How do y'all feel about her being a little bit messy? Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like this video and subscribe to your girl's channel. All right, I will catch you on the flip side. Deuces.